Tumblr1239 here, and I am here to give you guys my long-awaited story of my experience of when I met Will Friedle. Let's get right into it. This was around last year, I think. This was like a year ago, like more than a year ago probably. My sister and I, we heard that Will was coming to Canada and he went to Alberta, I think, to do a Comic-Con event. When we first heard about that, we were like, can you please come to Toronto? Like, my sister and I were just wishing for Will to come to Toronto. And then our wishes finally came true, and my sister told me in February of this year that he announced that he was coming to Toronto Comic-Con because my sister keeps up with all the guest lists and stuff since we went to Fan Expo last year. It was also held in Toronto. We were both really excited. I was the one that wanted to go more than her probably, obviously because of Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. That's like the main reason why I wanted to go. I wanted to meet someone from Boy Meets World, and it was like Will, like Eric Matthews, like who wouldn't want to meet him? He's just so great and so hilarious, and it was exactly the way he was. Like, you see him on camera and that's exactly the way he is in real life, which is awesome. So I did want to keep this kind of like a secret until March, although I did tell some people about it that I was going till, like, I actually did buy the tickets because I wasn't gonna be like, yeah, I'm going, but if I don't get the tickets, it's not actually official. So I wanted it to be official, and then I told you guys in one of my videos that I was going to meet him. I bought them the tickets like almost a week before, and I remember like my sister and I were really nervous because we didn't know like if they were gonna get sold out or if they were gonna raise the prices or anything. So we just picked Saturday as the day we were going because there were 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And since Saturday is always like the biggest day, like we'd know since we went to Fan Expo, Saturday was the biggest day for that event as well. We're like, we're gonna pick Saturday. Let's hope that his panel is there, and let's hope that everything we want to do is going to be on Saturday. When we checked the schedule, we were like crossing our fingers. We're like, this better be on Saturday. His panel better be on Saturday. Everything we want to do better be on Saturday, and everything turned out right, and everything was going to be on Saturday. We freaked out. We were like fangirling in the middle of the night. My parents were like, what are you guys doing? But we were like fangirling. We were like, yes, we get to do all the stuff that we wanted to do on that day. So that was fun. That was great, like to just imagine that and then later live it. So I just want to say, like, someone asked me on YouTube who won the contest that I made. Well, the thing is, nobody entered, so that's why there was no winner. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, the day that we went to go see Will, I woke up at around 7, but I actually went to sleep at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I barely slept that night. My back was hurting, and it was really cold that day. I just couldn't sleep. Like, you know when you're really like anxious and really apprehensive because something very big is happening on that day and you don't know how much more you're gonna sleep, and I just couldn't sleep. So I woke up at 7, I showered, and then my sister woke up at around 8:30. And we were supposed to be there by like 10, like just to, you know, go in and try to get his autograph as fast as possible. But my sister took, you know, she's like the longest person ever to get ready if she could. She would take the whole day to get ready. We got there at like 11:30, I think, ish. And since we were very familiar with the Toronto Comic-Con area, the convention, because we've been there before, it wasn't that hard to like familiarize ourselves because we've been there already. So we did that. We went and we got our wristbands. I still have my wristbands. So this is a wristband that they give you, and it looks like just a piece of like string from the party. I think the Fan Expo one was a lot like fancier. I don't know. I think this because I just went for 1 day. The other one I went for 4 days. It was the deluxe package. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of people like I expected it. Like, compared to Fan Expo was a lot of people. Compared to Fan Expo, there was like, I would say, not a lot of people. This event was a lot smaller, I would say. I saw in my vlog, saw there was a lot of people, and I wouldn't consider that a lot of people. So we saw, like, when we got there, we got to the area where you can order food and you can watch the actors, you can stalk the actors while eating pizza. So that's what we did. I got a pizza, my sister got a sandwich, and we're like eating, and meanwhile we're watching Will sign autographs at his booth. And there weren't a lot of people in line, but we decided to eat first, and then we were going to go to his autograph to get his autograph, but then we decided to go to his panel. It would be safer to go to his panel an hour before so that we get good seats. And so we went. We got to his panel at around 12. We were like the first few people to get there, and we had to wait in line because there was another event going on like in that room that we were gonna gonna go into. And we were in the second row. We got to the second row of his panel. There's a lot of people that showed up for sure. A lot of Boy Meets World fans for sure that showed up, and I was filming myself, like my vlog and everything, while everybody was in line, and that was kind of like, you know, awkward. That's why maybe you guys saw me a bit awkward, but I am always awkward, so maybe you guys didn't notice the difference. I don't know. But anyway, we were able to like film a lot of his panel, but we didn't grab everything because like my sister was getting tired of filming. Obviously, it was like we got like 30 minutes of footage, so that was pretty good. That was enough, I guess. So we sat in the second row and we were waiting for Will to come out. When he came out, he was like, I am so excited because Wonder Woman is hosting my panel. I released like all of the footage, everything that I had about the panel, so everything that I like that we filmed, you guys have it now. It's on my channel. It's like, you guys can check it out. I'll probably put some links in the description just to make it more easier for you guys. I don't think anybody else posted his panel, which is kind of sad. I hope someone else posted the entire panel because I didn't get everything, but I got like most of it. There's probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes that we didn't get, but most of it was there, most of the important stuff. The last question we didn't get. After the panel, we went, my sister and I, we went out and we got Starbucks. It was my first Starbucks drink ever, and it was hot chocolate. So after we got back from Starbucks, we went to wait in line for Will to get his autograph. When he came out of the autograph booth to go to his photo ops are basically you take a picture with the actor. So when he was coming out, going to his photo ops, he walked right past us, and we're just like looking at it. We're not gonna record it because that's gonna look really weird, really stalkerish, even though we are kind of stalkers, but we didn't want that to, you know. Actually, no, we did record. We did record when he was coming out. Oh my god. And that's what you guys saw in the video. We did record it, but when he was coming back, my body was facing my sister was facing Will. Will was right behind me. He walked right past me. My sister says, "Hi, Will," and then Will's like, "Hi," and he looked like directly to my sister, and I'm just like not saying, I think I did say hi, but like nothing else, like probably like a quiet hi. That's how I am, but like I was like, oh my god. So he was right there, so yeah, we were close to him. It was so cool. And then we went to the line. We got in line. We waited like around 15 minutes for the autograph. Like I decided with my sister, we're like, okay, we're going to get the camera that we recorded everything, and we're going to take a picture with that camera. The camera is a Canon camera. It's a film camera. It has so many buttons on it and it's very valuable, obviously, because it's a camera. We've had it since I was like in grade 7. That's been like 5 years. So when we got to Will, he's like, I'll take your camera, and he takes our camera and he puts it next to him. And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give you back your camera. Obviously, it was all for jokes and stuff like that. So that was fun. Like he was joking with us. That was so cool. And then my sister was like, no, you can take our camera. And I'm just like, Joss, what are you doing? But like he touched our camera. That was so cool. I was like, even though I know he's a real person, I know like, but I've never actually like met a celebrity that I've fawned over for a long time. I've never actually met them in person. I thought he was a real person. That was so cool. That's why I fangirl anyway. My sister was even like joking with her, and she's like, you take our camera, we don't care. And it was so cool. And she was obviously the coolest one out of the two of us. I really didn't say much, but that was okay for me. I don't really care. Like one of the few things that I did get to say that I was able to get out was I love watching Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. And my sister said, I love you and Kim Possible. She has seen Kim Possible, obviously. We both grew up watching Kim Possible, but she hasn't actually seen enough like to actually fangirl over him. But I was like, alright, I'll let you fangirl anyway. Once we said that, he was like, as long as you guys both support me, I don't care what show even though you guys have different tastes in shows that you guys like to watch me, as long as you guys support me, basically. But you know, that was just kidding, I think. Oh, he also shook my hand. I was like, he's like, hi, I'm Will, and I was like, I didn't even introduce myself. That was so bad. Like the fact that I didn't even introduce myself. It wasn't like, hi, I'm Michelle, or anything. Nothing. My sister wasn't like that either. We were just so like, you know, fangirling. We were just so starstruck. But then he shook my hand, so with this hand. Then when he asked us for our names to put in the autograph, when he asked me first, he was like, my sister was like, her, and then I was like, she's like, Michelle, and he's like, is it M-I-C, and I'm like, M-I-C-C-H-E-E, And I was basically like that. So it's Michelle. I can say it now, but when I was there, I couldn't say it. When my sister was like, okay, Jossellyn, whatever her name, and then he signed the autograph, and I have it here to prove it. I have showed this before. I took a picture with it afterwards. So what says here, to Michelle and Jocelyn, it was nice to meet you both. If anybody goes to a convention and gets an autograph, you always have to buy the cover because you're gonna get smudged. Anyway, so yeah, my sister was really cool. Like, she's always cool around celebrities. Like, she even got to meet Katy Perry, which was really cool. So then we took the picture. While we were taking the picture, we asked one of the security guys to take the picture because we're like, we both want to be in it, so who's gonna take the picture? Will looked at our camera. He's like, we're trying to explain to the security how to take the picture, like what button to press, and Will's like, oh, there's too many buttons, I wouldn't know how to work that thing. We took the picture, and okay, so Will was here, my sister was here, and I was here. So then Will's like, you should come to the other side, and I go to the other side, and I'm afraid that like my hair or something, I'm gonna block Will, so I'm just like, I'm really far from from like Will and my sister. So I was like, after I saw the picture, I'm like, I'm really distant in this picture, but whatever. I was really nervous, I didn't know where to stand, but anyway. So after that, after we took our picture, we left. We said, obviously we did say bye. We said bye, Will, and we left. And then after that, like, I was fangirling, obviously. I was like, okay, we have to check the picture because we have to see if it's taken right, whatever. And it was great. And I'll put the picture here, I guess. We went back to inside the autograph booth just to sit down and just, you know, relax until our dad was gonna pick us up. And so Will was still signing autographs, and what I did as a fan, as a fangirl, I took a lot of pictures, very bad pictures of Will. They'll probably be there. So I took a lot of bad pictures. After like his last signing, he got up and he left, right? I was like, this is the end. This is probably gonna be the last I'm gonna see him. It was so sad having to see him like go. And he went to like the area of the merchandise. So then after that, my dad decided to take us to dinner. Like, we didn't have enough fun already. He took us to dinner, and I took out my autograph to show my dad whose autograph we got. And then the waitress that was taking our order, she was like, oh, and she took our autograph. She's like, oh my gosh, I know this person. I know this. And she didn't actually know like the name. She wouldn't actually like remember the name. So I was like, it's from Boy Meets World. And she's like, oh yeah, it's them. And then she's like, are they here? And we're like, yeah, it's Will's here, him. And that was really cool, like, to see that other people recognize Boy Meets World other than myself, because I don't know. I barely know anybody in my class that actually likes Boy Meets World. I probably know like one or two people that like Boy Meets World. Isn't that sad? That's actually the end of my experience meeting Will. It was awesome, and he's just funny, and like if you see him on TV, he's exactly the same way, and that's always refreshing. He wasn't fake. He was totally real. He was totally funny. Everything that you could imagine. That's my experience meeting Will. I hope to get to see him one day again. And I will be going back to Fan Expo hopefully in September. And I hope one day I get to go to the Girl Meets World set. But that's in like the States. And I would have to like get a plane and get there. And that would be so hard to do. But I've always wanted to go to like California, Los Angeles. And yeah. So my next goal, my next dream is to meet the cast. Is to go to a taping. That's my next dream. Anyway, that's a very crazy dream, but we'll see. If it ever happens one day, I will vlog it. I will tell you guys my experience just like I did with Will. So last thing I want to say is that I want to give a very special shout out to Motley_91 on Twitter and Megan B on YouTube. So it's the same person basically. You guys should definitely go follow her. She's a very big Girl Meets World and Boy Meets World fan. She wrote a blog about her experience and her inspiration from Boy Meets World and from Will and from Dream Try Do Good. She has it tattooed on her arm. She sent me the blog, so I will definitely link it below. You guys should check it out. She's amazing and very inspirational. I found her blog very great, like very real and inspirational. You guys should definitely check her out and follow her on Twitter. I love you, Megan, and I'm sure Will be very proud of you. So that was my experience meeting Will. If you guys did get to meet Will at some point in your life, tell me below what was your experience meeting Will. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below telling me what your experience is of meeting Will. If you have met Will, where do you want to meet Will? How do you want to meet Will? What do you think of Will? anything about Will, comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want, because I am not close to reaching 200 subscribers, but I would like to get there before I reach my 1-year anniversary of being on YouTube, of making YouTube videos. So that would be in May. So I hope to reach 200 before then. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always watching. Mwah. And remember guys, there is no end to your horizon, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!
I've been waiting.